Hello and welcome to the 2020 CRN Sales and Marketing Awards. It has been a tough year, but we are delighted that we can still celebrate with you virtually. I'm Sarah Earle, Consulting Editor for CRN, and I will be your host for today. I've got my trusty glass of wine here to toast the winners. Cheers. Today is the second of 3 programmes shown over 3 consecutive days, where we will reveal the deserving winners and judges commended for this year's awards. The programmes will also be available on demand after all the awards have been announced. This programme will reveal the winners of the Distributor categories. We will also be hearing from some of our sponsors and also the judges who will be sharing some of their thoughts on this year's entries and the entry process. Please don't forget to tweet using the CRN SMA hashtag and also to enter your team picks or individual picks into our Best Dressed competition using the hashtag SMAs Best Dressed. The very best of luck to all our shortlisters. How did you find the judging this year? Did any entries stand out, and what advice would you give to people thinking of entering the awards in the future?
Really enjoyed this year. I think considering the current situation that we're in, people's creativity and how they've pushed into other media such as video, PDFs and just coming up with more creative processes to put into their submission has definitely shone through for me.
I think the thing that stands out for me are those companies that involve more of their team. There's been some very good videos produced this year, which is good to see. The real voice and personality of the company has come through really well in some of them. And I think that as we're in this kind of new normal now, this year particularly is very important because the sales and marketing industry is changing. So I think we're going to see a lot more innovation coming through in the future, but the quality this year has been good.
The effort that some of these companies have put into their entries with kind of case studies and staff members, team members videoing themselves at home on their mobile phones to get involved is really cool. I mean, we're all in the same situation, and it's nice to see that level of effort being put in.
I think for me, what stood out was the entries that were more personal, and also entries where they showed really good ROI. So they were actually paying attention to what the question was asking them.
It's been different. I think it's shown the diversity in the channel. I think some of the awards we mentioned earlier are some of the more human-centered approaches. I think it's great to see the characters in the channel. I think we need to see more of that moving forward. And I think that human spirit has certainly shone through.
I think we all take it really seriously. So there's a lot of contention that goes on, and we all have our proper heart and soul into the judging day. So the fact that the customer event award was so tough, I think, just shows that resellers are still doing everything they can to really engage with customers and with their audience, which is brilliant. What I would say to some of maybe the smaller companies, and even if you didn't win this year, regardless of your size, is to persevere, because just because you didn't win this year, it doesn't mean it's not worth not entering next year, because next year might be your year.
I have to say that I just thought it was great that in such a really difficult time that the whole of the country, the whole of the world's been going through, that people took the time to actually enter. I always say this about the channel, it's such an emotional, brilliant, different place. There's nothing like it. I love working in it, and it's so unique, and I think it really does come through in these entries. It's heart and soul stuff, people wearing their hearts on their sleeve, and I'm all for that.
Really good standard of entry again this year. It's good to see the channel with such a high level of commitment to marketing, and if this is a good representation of what's going on in the channel, then we'll all be in good shape.
We do, as judges, really care about the entries that we get, so try and find the time, use the technology at your disposal, because every one of those entries is considered fairly. The channel is a great place to work. Things are changing, but I believe that this can be a catalyst for good and positive change. So thanks you all.
Thanks very much, everyone. Thank you. Have a good day.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my office for the last 3 months. In fact, it's been our boardroom, our customer presentation room, our training room and development centre all rolled into one. I'm Trevor Evans, Managing Director of Consena and sponsor of today's awards. Over the years, this has been one of the most important dates in the calendar for me. Firstly as nominee, then winner, then judge, and now sponsor. The Sales and Marketing Awards celebrate when ingenuity, when resilience and challenger spirit allow great products and services to flourish. It's sales and marketing talent that reaches customers, that inspires them, and that creates lasting relationships. That same talent, many of you watching, is often the difference between organisations aspiring to be good and those achieving demonstrable success. That means as much to me now as it ever has, and it's why Consena exists. To everyone shortlisted, be proud, take a breath, and mark your moment. Best wishes to you all. You've earned this time. Enjoy the show.
And now it is time to reveal the winners for the distributor categories.
I think the lasting legacy of COVID on our channel businesses is going to be quite significant. I think those businesses that sort of take the initiative and really focus in on how their sales and marketing strategies are going to be formed in the future will be the ones that succeed.
Given the amount of online transactions and the amount of time that we've all been spending online over the last 12 or so weeks, I think that companies are going to be able to use this data, and they should be using this data to do a lot more behaviour analytics and actually segment and serve their customers via their needs. And I think one result of that is going to be that companies are going to be a lot more empathetic to their customers. We've all been on conference calls where kids have burst in. We are having a literal view into our customers and our colleagues' lives.
I think the result of this has been an uptick in inquiries for things like the kind of inbound basics like keyword research and website optimization. Not even not necessarily an uptick in using flashy, expensive marketing automation platforms, although I think there are some good ones out there that can be utilised.
Why does the channel exist? The channel evolves by adapting. It will respond accordingly to what the demand is. We've all been talking about the long-term enablers in terms of big data, AI, 5G, cybersecurity. We all know those are the enablers. I think the channel has really got to think about how it's accelerating at some pace, is bringing those solutions to market around, what you're doing in marketing, online purchasing, the gaming market, secure platforms. the channel will respond, and because the demand will be there, and that's what I mean by adapting. It will move.
Yes, the pandemic and the whole COVID-19 scenario has been devastating for a lot of people, and I think we all share great sympathy for that. But that shouldn't undermine the great work that has gone into the response that the UK channel has made with a whole load of different initiatives. It's great to see so many different people from different walks of life, from different organizations, genuinely coming together. And whether that's working in collaboration, whether that's working on projects, and we know that partners have come together and distributors have come together in terms of being able to really put together, for example, the Nightingale Hospital with a fantastic effort, and that couldn't have happened without the UK channel. There's just no way it would have happened. And actually as well, let's not forget some really good business being done, whether that be at full price or whether there being allowances being made, whether it be vendors offering discounts or alternative terms, or additional incentives. There's some really cool stuff going on, and I think the SMA is a great way to be able to recognise that.
If there is any part of this industry that is equipped to deal with the situation that we find ourselves in now, it has to be the channel, because everybody in it has been through some major ups and downs in their career. They know how to roll with the punches. They know how to put their heads down and tough it out through really difficult times. And they're very brave. And I think even though these are unprecedented times, when we come out the other side into the new normal, it's the channel that will be as strong and resilient as ever, because the people within it are so remarkable.
Hi, I'm Glenn Robertson from Pure Channels, the channel agency. It's our pleasure this year to be a sponsor of the 2020 CRN Sales and Marketing Awards. This is just a short message of congratulations and celebration and recognition to the wonderful work that's being done in the UK channel this year. So congratulations to the UK channel as a whole for keeping everything moving and staying quite brilliant throughout this year. Thank you to CRN for putting on a great event virtually this year, and also thank you for having us as a sponsor. And to everybody, all the shortlisters, all the winners, congratulations for continually contributing to and creating absolute excellence throughout the channel in the UK on an ongoing basis, given everything that has presented itself this year. So sincere congratulations everybody, enjoy everything, and we hope to see you soon. Best wishes from Pure Channels.
Congratulations to all our winners and judges commended in the distributor categories, and a huge thanks and well done to everyone who made the shortlist. It was definitely no easy feat this year. Special thanks again go to all our sponsors. Tune in tomorrow to find out who the winners will be in our third and final category, the resellers. Thanks for watching. Cheers.